Hey everybody, it's Angela. Come on in, say hello. Happy Thursday. Hope everybody's having a great day today. We're gonna work on a little summer project, and it is hot outside here. So you guys, I still have my clothes on from this morning from my walk. I didn't even change. So you guys come on in, say hello. If you don't see the red live button up here, then you're catching the replay. So make sure you put hashtag replay in the comments and drop any questions that you might have in the comments. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me something good about your day. Maybe something you're excited about doing this weekend. Whatever it is, just come on in and say hello. And we're gonna get started in just a minute. It's kind of been hectic this morning trying to get everything around. I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was. So, hi Rhea. Happy Thursday. Oh yeah, hitting triple digits today. Holy moly, stay cool. I got out and did my walk early well, not early enough, but earlier because I thought it's just gonna get hotter. And my son has his own mowing business, and so he just got home earlier just a few minutes ago from mowing, and it is hot out there. So everybody try to stay cool today. Okay, so if it is hot where you are, like it is where I am, it's a good day to stay in and craft. So you guys come on in. I'm going to show you, hopefully this turns out really cute. I think it will. It's a cardboard craft. And so I'm going to be cutting out cardboard popsicles, and I'm going to show you how I did that. And we're combining those with this, what do they call this? Wooden wreath base from the Dollar Tree. Now, if you can't find this, I think that you could use their little foam base, their little foam wreath too. It's a little bit smaller. So, but this is what I'm going to use today, because I didn't want to have to like cover the green and all that stuff. I just thought this would be easier. And this is from my stash, so this is what we're going to use. You're staying in the rest of the day. I don't blame you. Hey Lori, hey friend, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. So, and the humidity, Lori knows, she's in Florida, so she knows the humidity. It's just awful out there, and we've gotten a lot of rain, so it's just made it so much worse. So we're gonna stay in and create. So we're starting with our wood wreath base, and then I had some cardboard. Of course, I always have cardboard, and we're gonna use that. And I'll show you. I just traced a popsicle shape. Trying to think of where I think I got it off of Canva. And I don't have I don't have it for you guys, but I could probably share one with you guys later if you would like it. And it's just a pops. You probably can't hardly see it here. I've traced it in pencil, and I'm going to cut it out. Just busy with life stuff. Good. I'm glad you're doing okay. Life is crazy. Life is crazy. Okay, so let me cut this out, and I'll show you the shape. So I just traced it on the cardboard, and there's something else. When you trace it on your cardboard, make sure you trace it where the corrugation is running this way, and I'll explain that to you here in just a minute, because I think it makes a difference in our little project. I'm just going to cut that piece off. Now, and this is not, they don't have to be completely perfect. I mean, but it's just a simple little shape of a popsicle. And like I said, I think I got it off of Canva and then just printed it out. Okay, so it's just a simple shape. Okay, it's a little wonky. You can trim it up to whatever. I'm gonna cut on my edges right here where a little bit. Okay, let me trim this over here. Now, I've already traced and cut out a whole bunch of these, because I cut these and then I wanted to paint them, and you can paint them with acrylic paint, but from past experience, painting cardboard with acrylic paint takes longer, right? It takes more coats. So I decided to kind of cheat a little bit, and I just spray painted them. And I used a satin Rust-Oleum. This is called Apple Red. And then I used this. These were in my paint stash. I've got a ton of spray paint because I use it all the time. And then this is Satin Oxford Blue by Krylon. Okay, so I would recommend spray painting them, but I cut it out like that, and then I spray painted it. And let me show you what they end up looking like. This is one of the red ones, and I put a little popsicle stick on the back. And these are from Hobby Lobby, and they're from the wood pile. And you'll just need 1 popsicle stick for 2 popsicles because you just cut it in half, okay? And then I did some prep work because we've been here forever. If I would have tried to do all this, I am going to show you how I did it. I'm going to work on one, but obviously I can't spray paint it. And then I just took my bare wax. You can use any kind of wax. And I just darkened these up just a little bit because I want these popsicles to have almost like an Americana feel to them. So you can see the stick is like that, and it's just hot glued on the back. And then I took that wax and I went over my popsicle too. Now, I've created 2 little divots right here, like a lot of popsicles have. Thanks, Rhea. Hi, Sue. And here's how I created the divots. And this goes back to why I told you to make sure your corrugation was running a certain direction when you cut them out. So I just took the end of a Sharpie, and I'll show you on this one. You can see all the corrugation kind of popping through. I took the end of my Sharpie, and I just picked two kind of, I call them divots. They're just like natural divots in this cardboard. And I just pushed the end of my Sharpie and just kind of made my indentions a little heavier on these 2 sides. Okay. And then, of course, I did that after I painted it. And then when I put my wax on there, it kind of settles a little bit heavier in those divots, if that makes sense. Is that clear? Clear as mud? Okay, so that's the red. And I did blue. Okay, here's all of these. This is a blue color. Okay, and you could do whatever you wanted. You could do some of these half and half. I even cut one, and I cut a little, looks like a bite out of it. Okay, thanks, Lori. So I cut a little bite out of it. So with this, there's just a lot of prep work ahead of time because you got to get all your popsicles. So I ended up, in this one, I kind of did blue and white. Okay, I just put some tape on there and sprayed it. So I've got 3, 4, 5. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 15 popsicles, and I'm not sure exactly. I kind of laid them on here to see how many I would need. We'll see how many we end up needing, but I'm just going to hot glue these around this, okay? And I'm going to hot glue these all the way around with the popsicle end sticking out like that, okay? I may lower it just a little bit. We're going to glue them all the way around. So it's just going to be a cute little summer popsicle wreath. I think we're going to see how they all work on here. Okay, so this is the popsicle and I told you how I spray painted it. I also cut some little stars. I just have some little stars that I've cut out, but you can get stars anywhere, Hobby Lobby, wherever. And I'm going to glue these on there too. Okay, so that's how we're going to do. We're going to start putting this together, and I think I'm going to start on the bottom of this and just glue my popsicle on here. The tricky part is going to be kind of spacing them or getting them as close as I can together, and I hope I have enough popsicle sticks done. I think I do, but okay. So I'm just going to kind of go, and my hot glue gun has gotten cold on me. I'm just going to glue my hot glue kind of right here at the top of this, and I'm going to attach it. And then we're just going to kind of lay them on here and we're going to start in, and we'll see. Just kind of thinking how I want to do this. And my stars will be a good filler too, I think. It'll kind of fill in some space for me. Now, if you had wooden popsicles, we do sell a set of wooden popsicle sticks in our store, but they're a little bit smaller than this. I don't have any bigger ones in my wooden kits. I wish I did. So that's why I just decided to kind of play around with the cardboard to see what we could create. You can really see the divots right there and kind of that dark wax and how it's settled in there. I see lots of people watching. You guys say hello. Say hello and tell me what you're up to today. I'm just waiting on my hot glue gun to heat back up. I let it get cold on me. Hey, Miss Yvonne, how are you? Hi, Shakina. Did you see my message last week about... No, Rhea, I didn't. I'll go back. I'm sorry, I missed your message. I'll have to go back. I'll go back and look. Thanks, Carol. We have large mason jars in the shop, but no minis. That's a cute idea. Oh my goodness, this thing is taking forever to heat up. I need a backup hot glue gun. Oh, I know what else I was going to do. And while this is heating up, we can do this. I was going to kind of give these guys a whitewash. Hi, Becca. Oh, happy anniversary. Awesome. I'm going to kind of do like a little bit of a whitewash on these. I don't want very much. Just a little bit. I forgot to do that. So I guess it's good that my hot glue gun didn't. That kind of brightens them up a little bit. Okay, we'll do this on every one of these. And I'm just using just a little bit of my paint. I don't want it too heavy. Okay, we'll cover each one of them with just a little bit, and that really sets it off. You're welcome. Okay, good. Rhea, I will look back at your message. And that's definitely something. I will be on vacation next week. So I'll kind of be out of pocket next week. But when I get back, I have big plans to, you know, add some different things to the store. I'm really going to hit fall, because I know a lot of people are starting to think about fall. And so I've got some ideas for different things. That white really makes these pop, I feel like. It really sets them off. So I guess it was a blessing that my hot glue gun was not cooperating with me. Because it would have been kind of hard once you get, you know, to get these glued on there if I didn't have my white on there. And Christmas, I always do Christmas in July. I'd love to know your thoughts if you enjoy Christmas in July, because we always do that. I have an idea for that. So when I get back from vacation, I got some new things coming. But I know I've already had people have already been ordering some fall kits. So I know people are thinking about fall for sure. Okay, let's get, and you don't have to have very much white paint on your brush. It really goes a long way. Have you ever tried? Oh, thanks, Yvonne. I have a Sure Bonder. I'm pretty sure it's called the glue pen, and I have it, but I have not used it and worked with it like I should. I have used it a little bit, and I do like it. It's very handy. And you don't have to get as much it gives you a smaller amount of hot glue. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Okay. So we have some whitewash on all of these. Ooh, I do too. I like that distressed look. I'm kind of going for that Americana. I kind of have an idea of how I want it to look, but we'll see if it ends up. I think it will, but okay, so we're gonna throw all of our popsicles over here. I'm kind of curious to see. I hope that I can get all these on here just like I want them. Okay. We should be hot now. Okay. Now, I'm gonna start with this one on the bottom. And these are so lightweight that I don't think it should be a problem with these on here. Now again, if you're gonna put this outside in the elements, you might want to use something besides hot glue to attach it, because, you know, as hot as it gets, it can melt the hot glue, so. Okay. Now I'm just kind of laying these on here for a second. I just kind of want to get a good feel of how they're going to fit. And there will have to be some spaces between some of these too. I'm just not sure exactly how much space I need to have. Fingers crossed that it turns out cute. Put that one at the top, maybe. Yeah. I think I could actually use some more. I think what we'll do is on the bottom, we'll kind of leave a little more space, because I'll put a bow and maybe some stars on the bottom. So I'm going to kind of leave a little bit bigger space down here. And that way maybe the rest of them can be a little bit closer together. Because I am putting the bow, I'm going to make a bow for the bottom. We'll see. Hi, Jenny. You've seen pumpkins already. I know. They have, oh goodness. Didn't have that on there quite high enough. The Hobby Lobby's already got fall stuff out. They've already got Christmas stuff sitting out. And listen, y'all know me, if you've been here very long, I'm a Christmas gal, but I'm just not ready. Not ready for it. Not quite yet. Okay, now we have that bottom. Now these, I want to kind of butt these up a little bit closer. So we're just going to go for it, and we're going to see how it turns out. If you could, you know, if you want to make them touch, you can, but you will need more popsicles, probably, than what I have. Just depends on what look you're going for. Easier just to put it directly on there. And like I said, we'll put some stars in some of these places where there's a gap, hopefully. Because we will need I'll need a filler. You can do any kind of colors with these two. I've already done a lot of this blue and red on my in my decor, so that's why I kind of went with these colors. Okay, I've got one that fell down. And I think I could use one more over here. Okay. So you can kind of see what we got going here. Probably could have used two more, and I could have even put them a little bit closer together. Okay. So I'll have to go back. I'll have to add two more of these on here. Okay, I've missed a lot of stuff. Oh, Lori had to leave. I'm glad. Oh man, I'm glad she got to be here for a few minutes. I totally missed that. Okay, so once you get all of your popsicles on here, and you know what? I might even, I don't know. I'm trying to think. We could add. I've got some stars that I've cut out, and they're larger stars. You could paint your stars and kind of glue them on. Let's paint some of our stars. I think I'm going to do those white. I was just a couple of these short, and I have some already cut, but I probably need just a couple more to make it look a little bit fuller. But let me show you what I was going to do with the stars. I'm just going to paint these white. You could also just stain these if you wanted to. And then I'm just going to glue them on here, because I knew I'd have a little bit of space between, because they're not going to fit. If you cut each one to fit together, you could probably get them a lot snugger. I did not do that. And then I even have some little bitty stars. And these can be glued on to the actual popsicles. Could do that to add a little bit more to it. So we might do that. Rhea, we are going to Turks. We've never been. And so we're excited. Turks and Caicos, I think it's pronounced. So we're pretty excited about it. Okay, let's finish painting these. And I'm going to glue these on. So how many, I'm going to count how many I have on here, so you'll know that you need just a couple more than what I had. If you wanted to use this ring. If you used a different round, you might not need as many. So I had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I had 15, so I would say that you could easily get probably 16 or 17 on here if you use the same round that I did. Yeah, we're excited. we are ready for a vacation. Okay, I'm just going to show you on these. You could put them just anywhere you want to on here. And then this one, you can see I'm just gonna stick it on the top just to kind of cover that area. Okay, let's put a few more on. The actual popsicles. I just like to kind of scatter these out wherever you want to on here. And I think they'll be a really cute addition. I like the little popsicle that has the bite out of it. I wish I would have done more that looked like it had a little bite out of it. Okay. So see the little stars on there. I think they're cute. Now, on the bottom is where I'm going to put my bow. And you can use whatever ribbon. I would probably use a wired ribbon, and I have this little polka dot. And I always like to use a wired ribbon. I couldn't decide what I wanted to use. There's also this ribbon from Dollar Tree that I've used on another project. They have it in the blue, and I couldn't decide. And they also have it in the red. What do you guys think? Do you think, should I use the polka dot right here, or should I use a solid red? I couldn't decide earlier because I'm going to make a bow for the bottom of it. Which one do you think? Thanks, Sue. We try to, Dana. We really like to be outside too. We do. We love to be outside. I'm gonna tie this. Tie this up, and I'm just gonna tie a little bow. This Dollar Tree ribbon is really good. I like it for for the price. You can't beat it. And it's really easy to make bows, and I like it a lot. So you could just do like a little simple bow, just like that, for the bottom of it. Okay, Sue says polka dots. Okay, let's look at the polka dots. The polka dots are fun and whimsical. They really are. Let's tie one off on this. And you can do any kind of bow you want. These little simple bows like this are kind of fun for a change. Okay. This one may not be big enough like this. I may have to, let's do a different kind of bow to make it a little fluffier. We'll cut some sections. And I'm not sure how long this is, but we'll kind of stack it up. That might be a little bit big. will just cut another section. Let me just cut several of these. This will make a little bit fluffier bow for the bottom. This would be cute even hanging in your kitchen, I think, if you didn't want to put it outside. It would be really cute. Okay. Kind of pull your little tails out right here so you'll have some little tails sticking out. Okay, and then we'll do the other ones the same way. Sorry, I'm not even looking at your comments. I'm just thinking about my bow. Dana, I love that burlap ribbon. And it's a great, like I said, for what you pay for it, it's a great value, I feel like. Okay, and I'm just gonna stack this one on top. And then I'm gonna do one more. Okay. I'm just going to gather it up like that. And grab a zip tie. Okay. Now, see, it makes a pretty cute little bow pretty quickly. I'm just gonna snap that off, and then we'll just fluff them out. Okay. See, we've got just a cute little polka dot bow. I've got lots of tails. I should have snipped off some of my tails, but it's okay. And then this will just kind of go right here. We'll put this one right here on top. What I should have done, and I think we could still pop it off, is maybe just bump these popsicles over, and then I don't even need one where I put the bow. That way I'll have enough popsicles to finish it. I wasn't thinking. Because you don't really need a popsicle underneath where your bow is. Because it's going to be hidden. Okay. Okay, so there's our little bow. Let's stick that over there. And let's see if we can do that with let's see if we can melt that hot glue. And pop that off of there. Let's see if it'll work. Need to get my hot glue just a little bit. Just gonna leave some of that. Okay. Okay, I think that's gonna work. So I bump that over. Now, we could put our bow up here. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. I think you could still probably maneuver these and get another popsicle stick on here and make it better. Okay. So you've got your little bow on there. That's cute. We can fluff that out some more once it gets completely dry on there, and kind of fluff it. Okay. Now I'm gonna add my star on here. I think we could still fill it with a few more things here and there to make it look a little bit fuller. Put our little stars on there. But this kind of gives you a little, hopefully a little bit of inspiration for you guys, what you could just do with some cardboard. It's pretty cute. Pretty cute little popsicle wreath. Not bad for just some cardboard in a Dollar Tree wreath form. Okay, what do you guys think? Pretty simple, but I think it's sweet. Oh, thanks. Yeah, there's not very much on there in there, Rhea. Just a very small in the bottom. Thanks, Angie. And Dana, I thought about that too, because I could add some more popsicles and just stack them to make it look fuller. That's a good idea, which it might be what I do. I might just stack a few on here to make it look a little bit fuller. But that's really sweet. Can hang that up like right there, because I have some spots where they didn't bump up together as well. So yeah, stacking them would be super cute. But that's it. I will, I'm going to make some more, and I'll probably, I'll add them to it, and I'll share a picture with you guys. You're worried. Yeah, there's not very much. There's just a smidge in here of this. So I knew if it fell over like it did, that it wouldn't run too far. Thank you guys for the hearts. Thank you. I think if you combine with the stars too, I think it would be really, really sweet. So save your cardboard boxes, because this will be a nice little summer project that you could do with it. I think it'd be really cute. You could do any colors. I did red, white, and blue. You could do bright summer colors. Anything would be super, super sweet. Thank you, Rhea. We will have a good time. I'm super excited about it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. If you were inspired and enjoyed, be sure to sprinkle out to your friends. They might be interested in watching as well. Thank you, Angie. Okay, guys, everybody have a great rest of your day and a great weekend, and stay safe, and I will see you again soon. Bye, guys.